up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 112, 112. It's a good episode we got coming here. Yeah,
I hope so.
We got a lot of content for you. I called this the Kathy episode.
Oh, let's not call it that.
But right off the bat,
let's not do that.
Huge thank you to Creative Edge and Edge VR Arcade for keeping Strictly Blizzness going during the off season.
And I don't know that we have another one to say.
We don't actually,
No.
as of yet. So you could be the lucky presenting partner of Strictly Blizzness with Creative Edge and Edge, and for doing so, we will give you nothing
Other than a
no
shout out.
value
Other than a shout out.
whatsoever. We should probably give Creative Edge and Edge VR some apparel or some Strictly stuff too. Like
There is value.
There is.
We have 16 followers now.
Longest running episodic. I've always wanted to say that because the WWE
episode.
does that for Monday Night Raw. The longest running episode of live whatever. But you could seriously, partner with Strictly Blizzness if you're a business owner or a season ticket holder that wants to say, this is presented by John Smith.
We love
Isn't
John
that the
Smith.
guy from Pocahontas?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And what
that was
did he do?
accidental.
Oh, we're going Disney reference right away.
We're good. We got a lot to cover today. So.
We do.
What do you want to start with?
Let's start with our last episode and what the football was, what the theme is, and if anybody won. The answer is no.
Nobody won. And before the 94 comments, that'd be great if we had 94 comments on this episode. But I said that. We did say exactly.
Yeah, we did say.
You have to get the episode exactly. There was some partial correctedness, you're partially right, like 91% right.
Yeah, 85.
So we're going to announce the theme?
Yeah, let's say that. What's the theme night?
So it'll be Blackout Breast Cancer Night.
So we're looking to fight breast cancer. So the blackout was the key. I did give you a hint that it's the opposite of what we normally do, which is a whiteout night.
Yep.
This is going to be a blackout night. So I don't know if we're going to turn all the lights off at some point or what we're going to do.
We're going to try. There's a good chance you run into your neighbor and can't navigate your way to the bathroom. Please read the disclaimer on the back of your ticket that the attendee assumes all risk at a Blizzard game. So,
but here's the thing. If you know anybody, now is the time. We don't know the date of this game yet, but if you know anyone who has either survived breast cancer or is going through breast cancer right now, we want to do a really cool thing for them prior to the game, during the game. We're not really sure how that's all going to work yet, but just keep in mind that we'll be looking for those women and men, because men can also get breast cancer. A lot of people don't realize that. Just stay tuned. But if you know anyone, let them know that we're going to be having this fundraiser. And we'd like them to be here.
We're not going to completely unpack that. We will in future episodes. Way ahead of time, so you'll have the opportunity to do some cool things leading us out of the bag as it gets. I do want to shout out, because I do have the partners set for that night. In theory, there could be one more. But we want to welcome a brand new partner to the group in the pink... Plug. The logo's pink. Plug Light Bulb Electrical Services out in Packerland in Green Bay. They are electrical work if you need it. Unlike Werner, who we've thanked on this show, and Crescent, who we've had as a partner for a while too, who supply to people like that, and Kathy's business and Larry's businesses as well. This is an actual electrician if you need work or project work. Real cool owner out there. Shout out to Matt, who has had a couple family members that passed due to breast cancer. So just in a real cool, again, I shared with you, I stopped just on a whim and introduced myself, shared our story, got to hear his story, and they're in on the night. So real cool. Welcome to the Blizzard Partner family. And then have been around for my entire 9 years, Asphalt Seal and Repair. Black Top was a cool tie-in there. So Asphalt Seal and Repair is involved in that evening.
Well, and the other one has pink trucks.
Yes, they do.
So Matt has pink trucks.
I keep saying when I pink light bulb group, but it's Plug Electrical Light. I keep messing up the name, but the logo is pink. So yeah,
right. So we're excited to have new as well as existing partners for that night. So more to come.
Yeah. Where next, co-pilot? Or I'm the co-pilot. One of us is.
Right now, I am. I'm just sitting here.
I'm going to grab a coffee when you get into IFL news.
Let's
next
go with the next ball.
Okay.
Yeah, let's show the next one.
So on your screen, you will see the logo from the next ball. Do you mean to pull it up, or we've looked at this one because we both like it? Do you need to see it? Or?
No, I know.
Okay. All right, cool.
I think it's great.
Just the logo, because the ball,
Says
like
it.
other accents on the ball, actually say what night it is. So this bruiser is a throwback, and not the same throwback to the 20 seasons of where it was back to the original Blizzard logo and the Bombers, and this is a throwback, and he is
He's sporting
booyah
stuff.
for sure.
He's sporting
He
stuff.
is.
Yeah.
He's got swag.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So we're going to do the same thing again. If you can guess what the theme night is, you get a ball.
Yep.
First person that does it on the comments after the show.
Correct. And I swear I will turn comments on this time. So instead of texting or Facebook messaging me and the Blizzard page or sending up smoke signals, you can comment directly. And it has to be in the YouTube comments. So
yes.
I did message those people that had reached out and said, hey, I turned comments back on. Go. I accidentally sent it to kids settings. So it thought we had like a rated R. You can't have a kid watch it and comment. And like when you do that, it turns the comments off to protect from language.
Oh,
so
okay.
comments weren't active last episode. That's my bad.
I'm like, what do we have that's
Yep.
R-rated? But
Nope.
okay.
That was just the wrong click of a button. So
Okay.
I'm excited for this one. So
Yeah.
it's going to be fun. He also
I have
has
to
some.
find a costume.
Yeah, this will be our costume night for sure, because with the writer's strike going on, as we unveil the rest of the themes, I'm not sure what we're doing movie-wise, but this will be a big costume contest one.
Yeah, because Hollywood will have to catch up. If
Yep.
they can get past this writer's strike, they're going to have to catch up on quite a bit
Release
of...
dates will be all over the place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
So this will be an awesome one as well. So,
Nice.
yep.
Okay.
Now what?
Now what are we going to talk about?
IFL news or XFL, USFL or USHL? I said the right thing, even. Which way do you want to go?
USHL? Did you say HL?
Yeah. AT&T, KFC. What other acronyms can we do?
Oh, it's a punchy day.
Yeah.
It's a punchy day. Let's talk about the IFL.
'Kay.
So we had an announcement this week.
Yes.
Which technically, if you watch this today, you will have gotten a spoiler alert of what's going to be announced because it's going to be announced tomorrow. But because this airs on Wednesday, I can say yesterday.
I'm tracking.
You got it?
I don't know if the audience at home is tracking,
anyway.
but Sean's tracking. That's what
Yesterday.
matters behind the camera.
Sean's
He's
like
not.
confused.
He's tweeting right now.
Yesterday, we announced that we brought a new team to the IFL, which is not a new team, but San Antonio has joined us. So San Antonio will now be part of our West Conference. They're down in San Antonio, Texas. And we welcome them to the IFL.
Awesome.
Excited to have them. They have a very solid ownership group. And they kind of acquired the team. They weren't the original owners. They were owners that came in. And then with the league they were in, things started to fall apart. So they were looking for a place to exit to. So they chose the IFL. So we're very, very excited about that. So welcome, San Antonio. We hope to have kind of a rivalry there. I don't know how often we'll play them,
Sure.
being in the West. That may be one of our flights at some point, but San Antonio is a great town to go to. So we'll see how that all pans out. As far as IFL goes, there was a comment in the last show about Bismarck, and I just want to touch on Bismarck a little bit. Yes, Beck Entertainment is still doing a lot of work with the IFL because that ownership group has not gone away. And they will have an announcement within the next 2 weeks as to what is happening with their team. And I will let them tell that story because if I break it here and it gets all over the forum, I'm going to have some very crabby people calling me and saying, why did you do that? So just be patient. It's coming. There's going to be basically a breakdown of where they've been, why they've been gone, and then when they're coming back. So we'll let them tell that story.
Yeah.
So as far as other teams coming into the IFL, we do have some that have definitely signed up for 25. Those announcements will be coming. And will there be any more for 24? We're set to go to schedule in the next 2 weeks. So Todd is planning everything for the teams that we have that we know are playing and setting a schedule. If something implodes somewhere, I guess we can consider things. But again, they have to be a strong ownership group. We don't need any drama in the IFL. And if you know indoor football, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're looking for strong ownership and basically a team that can be around for more than just 1 or 2 seasons. So the demographic that they serve is important. Where they are on the map is important. I mean, obviously we have quite a bit on the West built up.
Yeah.
We need some in the Midwest and East. So we're looking to hopefully expand on that. Definitely for 25, potentially for 24.
Okay.
So that's IFL news.
XFL?
XFL. So let's talk about the XFL and the USFL.
Because I messaged you going into the weekend because I saw the news hitting of it could happen by Friday and stuff, and then I honestly didn't track it through the weekend, so you'll have to bring me up to speed.
Yeah,
too.
so basically what's happening there is they both lost significant, one lost 60, one lost 80, I think were the numbers that got published, million. 60 and 80 million dollars. So what they're looking to do is bring the cost down by consolidating, having less teams, but having them both combined into one entity. Now, they haven't said, are they going to make that the XFL? Are they going to make that a different name? What are they going to do? But this is another lesson for all of you that are so anxious to see the AFL come back, and we're so anxious to see the XFL and the USFL play. If they don't have people in the stands, if you're not buying the merchandise, they can't survive. And they can't do season after season of 60 to 80 million. I mean, they might have deep ownership pockets, but an owner is only going to do that for so long with notoriety and everything else that it's not worth it. They could spend their money elsewhere. So those of you that are, so anxious to see the AFL play again and whatever, if you're not in the seats, you really got nothing to say as far as the AFL goes, because they will not survive without people in their seats. Just like the IFL. Mm-hmm. We do the theme nights and everything else to bring people in. Those of you that are watching this, you're probably more football fans than you are our theme night fans, and we're trying to give you behind the scenes information about the IFL and the indoor football world, if you will, as we know it. So again, if they can't get fans in the seats, they won't be able to make it another season. I think the merger helps them to cut costs and to keep things local. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up turning up. I don't have an actual, here's the smoking gun, if you will.
Sure.
I was going to say, and there's your dagger, but that's for the Packers.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Packers for their win.
Yep.
All you need is love, apparently. All you need is love in the fourth quarter, because prior to that, they were struggling mightily. So they won by 1. That's all that mattered. It's a win. It's a win. And it looked eerily familiar to an early on Aaron Rodgers game and eerily familiar to a Brett Favre game back in the day. But I'm just saying, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Jordan Love had a great game. Again, a great fourth quarter for the whole team. So we lost some more players to injuries. So I don't know what's going on with the training. I am going to say this.
Sure.
Because any football team that does not have a trainer that is providing either massage therapy or some type of muscular rebuild or rehab, you're going to have injuries like the Packers have. If you have that many hamstring injuries, you have to look at how these guys are stretching and if they're having any kind of muscle rehab, such as massage therapy. So I know I have a friend that has done massage therapy for the Packers, and I know they cut it out, and they really need to bring it back because it's gonna suffer. Sure. They are going to suffer without that therapy. When you run your body like that, as hard as you do, even like our players, the chiropractic, the muscle therapy is also very important for recovery from week to week. Mm-hmm. And like this week, we went from playing a Sunday game to now a Thursday game. That rehab is in days, literally hours, not a week or after a bye week. where you get 2 weeks. So anyway,
True.
that was quite the segue.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, as far as since I'm updating on USFL, XFL, let's talk about the AFL a little
Okay.
bit. So the AFL keeps talking about all these announcements and all these teams, and again, I just say just watch what you're doing. If you're an owner considering the AFL, just be cautious. That's all. Just be cautious, because if they get off the ground with some of these teams that they have, I don't know that they'll make it through a whole season. And whatever song and dance they're telling you, just read between the lines.
Sure.
Because even if they're going to cover, your travel, there's other expenses that you have. And if they're going to take a percentage of those in order to cover your travel, did you really come out ahead?
Yeah.
And from a budget standpoint, I don't know that some of these ownership groups can survive a $2 or $3 million budget to survive a season. So just be careful. Same thing with players. Be careful who you sign with, because those dates, it's October. So being able to go into free agency is right around the corner, and just be careful where you signed your signature, because although they can give you a really cool song and dance and send you a contract, whatever is in that contract you're going to be held to, and it could mean that you're not playing for an actual league that's going to survive a season and multiple seasons to come. So that's a plug for the IFL. I wouldn't call it a jab in the AFL, but I guess it is. And then a wait and see on the USFL, XFL. So
Got it.
I don't think I had anything else.
Okay.
Do I have anything else?
Well, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't have a lot either.
We saw a movie.
Yeah,
We did.
it was a movie.
Come on, it's a franchise that everybody knows and
It was,
loves.
Yeah.
We went to see The Expendables,
Yep.
and okay, so it's not meant to be like some huge storyline. So don't.
No.
That's not. But it's one of those movies, and I think you summed it up when you talked to Kirsten about it. You were like, "Yeah, there's a lot of shooting up. You're not missing anything."
Yep. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. But some of these guys are getting old.
Yeah.
And I get it. They want to, I think Sylvester Stallone has gotten to be a better actor as age has helped him. So he was in it. Jason Statham was in it.
Yep.
Dolph was in it,
Yeah.
which was hilarious. He played a good role. and Antonio Banderas' son was in it,
Yep.
the character son.
Bunch of UFC guys, as always. Yep.
Yeah, which they don't give him a lot of words
No.
on purpose, but
Yeah.
it was still good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
And what else is coming up?
The AI one.
The AI, the creator comes out this week. But somebody's ditching me. So
I don't know why I'm ditching you.
well, what's happening this weekend?
I get old.
You get older.
Yeah.
So
I'm already old.
Yeah, so Ryan has a birthday this week, so happy birthday.
Thank you.
And his wife is surprising him with something.
Yeah, I don't know where we're going or anything.
Oh,
So
you're going somewhere?
I think so.
Oh. I might have to call her.
I have no idea.
So are you just packing a bag? Is she
Yeah,
is she
I've
packing
done
for
this
you?
to her 3 or 4 times
Yeah,
in
so
15
it's time.
years here, so it probably serves me right, but I also don't ask 43 questions and am necessarily upset about it. I can pack a bag and go. So, yeah. No clue.
How do you
Really
know
don't.
what to pack though?
She'll tell me.
Okay.
I did that to her. You were involved in one of those, but I did that to her as best I could, saying, pack this for this weather. And so,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
she's giving you no clues.
no clue. Yep. Someone's helping with our kiddos this weekend because it's homecoming.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So, yeah.
First homecoming.
Yeah.
Is she going with just friends?
Friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Well, good.
Yeah. We'll see.
I'm sure it will be wonderful. Whatever she puts together is going to be fantastic.
Yes. Yep. So, yeah, we'll catch the movie after.
All right.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Not a lot. I don't we're cruising along, and we'll hit probably October. Season ticket renewal stuff will go out for those of you watching this. We usually try and pair that with the release schedule so you know what you're committing to weekend-wise.
Yeah.
And then November, the flex sale, December, Christmas stuff, and then we're off to the races. So working on new apparel, and game ball's already done. So,
Yeah, January will be here before we know it.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all we have for today.
True story.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything else. So we should have another movie to recap you in 2 weeks. Yeah, because we'll get to the week next week. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
In theory.
Unless
you're out for another episode.
No.
Okay.
No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good that week.
We never know until we message Creative Edge. We're
Yeah.
like,
Hey, this would be a
do
good
this
day.
on a Friday at midnight because nobody's in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, midnight would be kind of scary.
Usually at a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Sean's up, yeah. I kind of had that guess about you. Yeah.
I'd
You're
be
a
up.
late nighter. Yeah.
You would not be up.
Not recently, no. For some reason.
No. All right.
Too busy. All right. Should we hit him with it?
Let's hit him with it.
Go Blizz. Don't forget to like, follow,
Subscribe,
share.
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.